guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be doing this makeup look, which is inspired by like springtime and warm weather, and especially since spring break is coming up, I wanted to put out a look that anyone could borrow and take from me, and I'll definitely be wearing this look, and I'm really excited for our spring break. And I hope you all are too. Let me know what you guys are doing for spring break. Like, let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're going. Let me know if you're staying home. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Here is me with no makeup on. Please don't get too scared and click off the page. It will get better, I promise. So first we're going to start with moisturizer. If you want a dewy, glowy look, you definitely want to have moisturizer because otherwise your skin will look dry. Especially now since it's still kind of winter transitioning in to spring, my skin is kind of dry. So first, when you do your makeup, you want to start with tying your hair back just to get all the hair out of your face and you don't get any makeup on it or you don't get it greasy or anything. So I'm going to do that. And then once your hair is tied back, I'm going to start with a spray. It's kind of like a priming spray slash moisturizing spray. I have the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. And it is a facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And I just noticed like it just makes my skin look so much more like clean and smooth and healthy. Like I just love to use it. Like I do it before makeup. I don't really like to use it as a setting spray just because I've noticed it made me look more greasy than glowy, but I do recommend it before your makeup or like when you wake up in the morning as like a skincare thing. Like I put it on before bed and it just makes my skin look so healthy and soft. So I'm gonna do that. You just want to spray it all over your face. Alright, and you just kind of wait for that to dry a little bit because you just don't want it to be like wet when you put on your makeup. And then I'm going to use, I've been using this facial cream for like 2 to 3 years now. It's the Pond's Dry Skin Cream. I was just on vacation once and my face was really dry because I had gotten sunburnt and I needed something to help me, and I just found this at like a Walmart or something and it worked so well. I've been using it ever since. Like it looks so good underneath makeup. Like I feel like it helps smooth out like any kind of texture you have, and it helps any dryness. Like if you have any dryness, you put this on under your makeup, you can't see any flaking. Like I think it's really amazing. So I just take a little bit on my finger and spread that out on my whole face. Okay, and once your skin is all moisturized, you can wait for it to kind of dry down a little bit if you don't want it super wet when you start your foundation, because sometimes that can make your foundation move. Okay, once you have your damp beauty blender, you just kind of want to set it aside for now because now we're going to go in with primer. I start with the Benefit, the Porefessional primer. I just use a little bit of that just because it's more expensive and I don't like to waste using it a lot on my whole face. I just focus it in the T-zone, especially in my nose and right under my eyes because that's where I have the most pores. So you just kind of put it on there and blend it all in. Then after the Porefessional primer, I'm going to go in with the Revlon Photoready primer. This is a drugstore primer, but this primer has worked better for me than any other primer that I've tried. Like a lot of primers I've noticed don't really work, or my foundation breaks up on my face, or it just makes me oily or too dry. This one is kind of on the pricier side for a drugstore makeup. I think it's about $10 for just a little bottle of primer, but I think it's worth the money, especially if you want a good primer and you want your makeup to last a long time. Okay, so I just take a couple pumps on my finger, like not a lot, and then I just put that on my whole face. Okay, and once you are primed, it is ready to move on to foundation. And priming is a really essential step. Like some people seem to look over it, but especially on spring break and when it's hot out or in the summertime, you really want a good primer because you don't want your foundation to slip, you don't want it to melt off, you don't want it to seep into your pores. Like a good primer will help you with all of those things and you will avoid any problem that you could have with foundation in the hot weather. Okay, so we move on to foundation. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi foundation. I've used this foundation for years. I'm not really one to stray from what I usually do unless I find something really good, and I think this foundation is really good. What I do with my foundation is kind of not what everyone else does. Like everyone else usually like puts it on their hand and like pats it and puts it on their face, but I just put it directly on my face because that's what I do, and I'm a beauty guru, so just kidding. I just kind of like do like a little circle on my cheeks. I do have acne too, so I need something full coverage in this foundation. Like, it's not like full coverage, but it's pretty it's like full coverage but still natural, which I like. And then just do little like spirals on your forehead and your chin, and then you just take your damp beauty blender and blend it out. You want to pat it into your skin like this. You don't want to rub, or else that'll leave streaks and might cause wrinkles when you're older. So okay, and then once you're happy with your coverage of your foundation and you think it looks even and blended, you go in with concealer. I'm using the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer just because it's cheap, it's at drugstore, and it's easy to use. Okay, so for this, you really want to highlight your under eye because you want to bring like definition to your face, and we're going to bronze our face later, so you really want some areas to pop so your face doesn't look muddy. So you're going to highlight your under eye. I start right here on the inner corner underneath and just draw a line underneath. Then I go down right by my nose, like that. And then I just kind of draw lines outward from there. And I do the same on the other side. Okay, and then once you have your under eyes highlighted and concealed, I just take it on my forehead, the center right above my nose. I just draw some lines because I want to bring out the center. You basically just want to bring out the center of your face. So you're going to do your forehead, a little bit on your chin. I do it down the bridge of my nose. And then I also do a little bit right here, just because that part tends to get a little more pink and I don't like the way it looks, so I conceal it there. And you can also conceal any pimples you have. I feel like my foundation did a good job covering all my pimples, so I'm just going to leave them the way they are. And then you just blend out your concealer. And again, we want to dab, not drag, or else everything will be messed up and you'll look bad. And when doing the bridge of your nose, you don't want to go everywhere or else that'll make your nose look wider. And what we're trying to do is make it look thinner. So you just want to get the center of your nose. Okay, and after you are all blended and highlighted and concealed and you're happy with the way you look, you want to go in and set your foundation and concealer. I use a lighter powder under my eyes and the center of my face where I concealed and highlighted, just because I don't want to lose what I did. Like, I don't want to lose the lightness. And I just take powder and first I go under my eyes. And then I just put some on the center of my forehead, my chin. And then I do my upper lip and I kind of connect it to where my under eyes are, and then the bridge of my nose, and then I'm done with highlighting. And then for the rest of my face, I go in with a little bit darker of a setting powder. It's still my color, and it's just a tad darker than the powder I used to set the center of my face. And this is Classic Ivory, and the one I used to set the highlighted parts was Translucent Fair. So then I just take a big powder brush and I just set my foundation all over my face. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows now. I'm gonna do them off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back with eyebrows and I look like a human now, so that's good. I use the Anastasia DipBrow Pomade in the shade Soft Brown. Anastasia products are actually like pretty like on the pricey side. Like, I think one pot of DipBrow Pomade is like $48, $38, and that's a lot of money to spend on like a little thing of eyebrow gel. But this thing has lasted me like 3 years, so I honestly think this is so worth the money, and it looks so good. Like, I like this better than pencils, I like it better than powders, I like it than any other like gel, eyebrow gel that I've used before. It's honestly like my favorite brow product, and I don't see myself using anything else in the near future. So really good, definitely recommend, even though it's a little pricier. So we're gonna do eyeshadow. Okay, for this look, I'm going to do like a warm, beachy, summer kind of look on my eyes. Like, I want it to look natural and kind of soft, but still have that like subtle glow to it, and it'll look really pretty. So I'm going to start off with my Morphe 35W palette. I really like this palette because it like looks really summery. Like, it has some peaches, some golds, some pinks, but it also has some cool colors over here as well. Some dark browns, some neutral browns, some lighter browns. Like, it just has really anything you need for like a soft, natural color. especially like springtime with the peaches and the pink. Like, I think this palette will be great for spring. Okay, so for the first color, I'm going to use this color right here. It's just kind of like a warm, like skin color. Like, it's just like a good base, and you want to have a base color because it'll make blending out eyeshadows easier. So you just want to cover your whole lid with this. Like, that's what a base color's for. So we're just gonna go right in. Okay, and then once you have your base color, you want to go into the crease with your transition color. For my transition color, I'm going to be using this shade right here in the second column. It's kind of like a peachy, like natural shade. So I'm just going to go right in on the crease. I'm going to focus on the outside because you want the outside to kind of be darker than your inside corner, just because it kind of makes your eye go out like that instead of into your face. So I'm going to focus it right here and just drag it inwards with windshield wiper motions. And then we're just going to do the same thing to the other eye. Okay, once you have your base and your transition color down, you're going to move in with the color on the outer corner. For the outer corner, I'm going to be using this shade right here. It's just like a soft brown shade. It has some shimmer in it, which you're not supposed to use shimmers in your crease or your outer corner really, but I want to break the rules for this look just because I want it to look really glowy and pretty. So you're just going to take this on your outer corner, focus it there, and then bring any extra over in the crease. I feel like it looks a lot oranger on the camera than it does in the mirror, but I don't know, I kind of like it. Like, it's really like springy and summery. Okay, and once you're all blended in the crease in the outer corner, we're going to go in with the lid shade. For the lid, I'm going to go in with this yellowish gold shade right here, right above the peach shade we used for our transition color. And I'm just going to take a little bit at a time. You don't want to ever go heavy-handed with eyeshadow. You want to go a little bit at a time and build up the color. So I'm just going to pop that in the center of my lid and then blend it mainly towards the outer corner because we're going to do a lighter shade on the inner corner, and you don't want this darker color to overpower that lighter color, if that makes sense. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, now I've popped on my lid color, but I'm feeling I need to kind of warm it up a bit, so I'm just gonna add a little more of that peach transition color just in the outer corner and in the crease. Okay, now that I'm done with the lid, I'm going to do the inner corner. I'm going to take like a light shimmery shade just to brighten your eye. For this look, there's actually not a light enough shimmery shade in the 35W palette. There's this light shade, but it's not really as shimmery as I want it to be. So I'm going to take this Stila single. It's just like packed glitter. This is metallic pixie dust. This is one of the best things I've ever bought. It has so much glitter and shine to it. Like, if you want a glittery look, this will do the trick. Like, I've never used a glitter that has as much payoff as this does. So I've found that just using my finger works best for this. You can also wet like a small brush, but I just take my pinky finger, I dip it in the glitter, and like, look how much comes off on that. Like, look how glittery that is. Like, okay, my legs are so glittery now. Okay, so you're just gonna take this and put it on your inner corner right there. And I just think this like brightens the eye up so much and just draws attention to it. Like, I just think it's so pretty. And then you do the same thing on this side. I am now going to take a less like glittery shade. I'm going to take Prosecco Pop from the Jaclyn Hill Becca collab. This came with Champagne Pop, which is almost gone now, and 3 blushes and Prosecco Pop. The Prosecco Pop is this gold color. I think this gold shade will really complement this look just because of how warm and peachy it is. We're just going to pop this on the brow bone to make the brow bone pop. Okay, now that we're done with the eyes, we're going to go ahead and do liner. Okay, for liner, I use the Maybelline Eye Studio Black is Black eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. I love gel liners more than anything. I'm not really a fan of liquid eyeliners because I feel like it gets everywhere and it smears and it smudges. This eyeliner stays in place all day, all night. It will not move. It is the best eyeliner. I'm going to do the liner off camera. If you guys want a video on how I do my winged eyeliner, make sure to give this video a like and let me know. Okay, I'm back and done with my liner, so now we're going to move on to lashes. I'm going to be using these lashes. I don't have the brand anymore, I just have this. I think they're Eyeliner though. I definitely got them from a drugstore, and that's like the main drugstore brand, so they're probably Eyeliner. But they're just like these wispy, kind of like full like lashes. Just normal lashes. So first you just want to measure it and make sure it's not too long. If it is too long, you can just trim it. This seems like a fine fit for me, so now I'm just going to pop the glue on there. I'm using the Duo Eyelash Adhesive in the black color. I think black eyelash glue looks so much better and natural. And if you make mistakes, it doesn't really show up as much, especially if you're wearing the liner, because it just blends right in. And that's why I use it, because I make a lot of mistakes. And you want to wait for that to dry before you put it on your eye. Not like dry fully, but wait for it to get a little tacky. Otherwise, it'll be a lot harder to stick on your eye because it'll be sliding everywhere. Okay, and the actual popping on of the lashes I have to do off camera because I need to get really close to the mirror. While those are drying and before we put mascara on, I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the face, like the contour, bronzing, and blush. I'm going to be contouring with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I've used the crap out of this palette. I originally contoured with this color, but then I ran out. So I started contouring with this color, and that's what we're going to use today. This is also a warmer color, so it kind of goes with the look, so we can say I did this on purpose. Okay, so you just want to contour in the hollows of your cheeks. So I go like that still because it helps me. You don't want to do too much, and you want to make sure you focus it more on the outside. You don't want to bring it too far in, or else that'll look really bad and muddy. Then I also do top corners of my face. And then if you want, you can do a little on your jawline to make it look like you don't have a double chin, even though it was winter and you definitely do. Just want a little bit of shade and warmth. And that concludes the contouring part. Then we are going to move on to blush. Now we are going to do the blush. Okay, I use this Tarte blush called Peaceful. It's like a corally peach shade, which goes with the eyeshadow, and it all goes together. So you just want to do the apples of your cheeks to help find those. You can smile. Then you want to blend that out. I just take the brush that I used for setting my under eyes in the center of my face because it still has a little bit of powder on it. Just makes blending it out easy. Okay, and once you have blended the blush and the contour together, just to sharpen out that contour, I'm going to go in with the lighter powder shade that I used before, and I'm just going to carve that out a little bit. Okay, and that is blush and contour. Next we are going to do highlighter. Highlighter is like the main focus of this whole video because you want it to be glowy and beachy and summery, springy, all of the warm words that make you look glowy and dewy and beautiful. And so I'm going to take this Naked Urban Decay Illuminated powder. I don't really know if this is a highlighter, but I use it as one. It looks like this. It's like the most shiny thing in the whole world, and I think it looks so good. It also has like some sparkles in it, which I love. Some people may not love that. But I just put it right on the top of the cheekbones right here. Okay, and once you highlight your cheeks, I also do my nose. I forgot to contour my nose, so if you're not like me and you remember things, you contour your nose. So I'm just going to take the contour thing that I used for my cheeks and do a little bit, a very little bit, because I don't like a strong nose contour. I think it doesn't look good on me, at least. And then I'll finish highlighting my nose. So you want to do the tip of your nose, just make it look cute, and then the bridge of your nose. And then you're done with highlight. And then the last thing we have to do is lips. Okay, for this look, I'm using the Kylie Dolce K lip liner because it's kind of nude and kind of dark. I want my lip liner to be darker You don't want it to be lighter than your lipstick because there's not really a point of using lip liner then. This is just, and I also will overdraw my lips because I have the thinnest lips in the whole world. So you just outline your lips. And then I am going to use this NYX Matte Lipstick. It looks like this. It is Couture Mode. It's like a pinky, like pretty, like pink shade. It's like springy, like a bright pink. And so I'm going to use it. Just make sure that is on there evenly and it looks good. And then just to like kind of go with the whole sunset thing we have going on with the eyes, I have this gold liquid lipstick from OFRA called Fifth Avenue. This was from like their New York collection like a year or two ago. I'm just going to pop that in the center of my lips just to make it look highlighted. Okay, that's what that looks like. I'm also going to add a gloss just to make it look shiny. I'm going to use the Kylie Cosmetics So Cute gloss. This is like their lightest shade. I'm just gonna put a little bit on there. Okay, now that our eyelash glue is dry, we're going to put on mascara to blend the fake lashes and the real lashes together. Okay, so you're just going to take a little bit of mascara to blend your lashes together. Okay, and no look is finished without bottom mascara. Okay, and with that, this completes our look. I'm definitely going to wear this look like a lot in the springtime and the summertime, like cute beachy clothes, like floral stuff, or like orange, like warm clothes. Like I think it will look so good, and I'm so excited for spring. I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to post a vlog about that, and I'm really excited. I'm going shopping this weekend. I'll probably do a vlog shopping. It's just a really exciting time, and I'm excited to finally be tan, or at least a darker shade of whatever type of paper color my skin is right now. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe and share this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Don't get it in your mouth. Okay, stop showing my brow. Why did I just want to eat this? What? We're just gonna pop this on the brow. English. Putting on lashes successfully is like more stressful than any exam, any college exam I've ever had to take. Any application, any job interview, any one-on-one scenario with another human being, putting on lashes is the most stressful thing you will ever have to do in your life, besides maybe like raise a child.